Welcome to an impromptu episode of Spoilers. We're here in the living room live with my dog Stella. She fell in the ice. She's hurt, and we had to stay nearby. But I have a special guest today, my brother Steven. He's kind of a cinephile. He likes his movies. He watches a lot of movies, almost as many as me, and
not as creepy as the word would suggest.
We'll see. This is a special episode of Spoilers. I've got a special review that I saw Kingsman with him the other day, and we're going to give a hot review of it. And then we're going to have a pre-Oscar, post-Oscar of all of the best pictures to show them what my reviews of all of them. I haven't seen any of them, so it's going to be. There's a couple of it I've seen, but it's going to be quick, and then we'll get a pip in from him as to how he thought, because he's seen most of them. So we'll get started. First off, Kingsman Secret Service. You gotta go see it. It's the number one movie of the year right now, in my opinion. It's the best movie I've seen all year, and it's for many reasons. One, awesome cast. You got awesome action. There's guns that are shooting off all over the place and really cool tricks. The ending of the movie is great. So is the beginning and the middle. And what's his face? Colin Firth is a winner. He makes the movie. Unfortunately, he's not in it enough.
I don't think he made the movie. I think that was Mark Miller.
No, Mark Miller wrote the comic book. It's actually a Marvel comic. And Matthew Vaughn, he did X-Men First Class. He made the movie, and then Colin Firth took it from there and ran. He ran with it and made the movie there as well. There's a new actor. I forget his name. It's like Tom or something. Who's the boy? He's a spy, and he learns how to be a spy. And his name's Eggsy. And it's a good movie, and it's all in British, so there's a lot of British humor. Some of that stuff that kind of goes over Americans' head didn't go over my head.
I thought it was kind of funny. It's a British movie. They don't call it Queensman. They have a queen in England.
That's very true. And Michael Caine's in it, and he plays a star-studded role. He actually drops an F-bomb, which I've not heard. I have heard Michael Caine drop an F-bomb in the movie Death Trap, which is an old movie. He's smiling because we watched that when we were kids.
It's an old movie.
It's a bloody death trap.
Spoilers, he's gay in the movie.
He's gay in the movie. It's him and Christopher Reeves. Right? Christopher Reeve? The guy who got kicked from the horse. Superman, if you will. Okay, so Kingsman, I gave it I don't remember, a 9 or a 10, so I'm going to say a 9.5 out of 10. You got to go see it. What do you give it?
I give it an 8 out of 10. For me, an 8 is a great. 8 equals great movie. It's a great movie. Go see it with your family. Not too young a family. There are some inappropriate moments for the youngsters.
There's some dirty parts that will require more than 2 hands to cover both eyes and ears. Okay.
Very cool movie.
We're going to move into the segment I like to call the pre-Oscar buzz. So this is going to be all of my picks and which one I think is going to be the winner. So first off, we have American Sniper. I saw that movie in the basement.
Not true, you did not.
I saw most of it, and I saw some of the scenes that were very intense, and that movie was phenomenal. Bradley Cooper gives a star-studded performance. I think he made the movie in that one.
I think Clint Eastwood made the movie.
Spoilers, he does 4 tours in Iraq, and he comes back, and he's not.
Just a lot.
Actually, bigger spoilers.
You call it his performance a tour de force d'Iraq.
Spoiler alert, he dies at the end. But if you haven't read the book or seen him in real life or watched anything about it.
Chris Kyle, he's dead in real life.
Chris Kyle is dead in real life, and he's also being sued by Jesse Ventura. Case pending.
Did he steal the Liberty Bell?
Chris Kyle?
Is that why he's being sued?
No, Chris Kyle said something bad in his book about Jesse Ventura. He said he said he punched him in the face, and Jesse said, "No, I didn't." And Chris said, "I'm going to punch you in the face for real."
Well, he said, she said.
Yeah, busted. Also, there's my statue brother Joseph. Okay, American Sniper, I gave it an 8 out of 10. Or,
See it.
well,
Saw clips.
okay.
I give it a 7 out of 10. It's a good movie.
Okay, Grand Budapest Hotel, great movie. I actually saw that movie.
You saw some of it.
And I saw almost all of it. I think I probably came in the last 5 minutes. The first 5 minutes, so I really didn't miss anything. That movie was hilarious. Every Wes Anderson movie has been gold. Lightning on the track. Come on, what do you stop?
That movie.
It's Imitation Game. Please, Joey, come on, stop. Look, Grand Budapest Hotel. Stevie will tell you, he's got the movie. I just bought it from Amazon.com. And every Wes Anderson movie...
Get your movies today via web.
Yeah, via the net. It's great. It's a great movie. It's about a hotel. It's about a lobby boy. Ralph Fiennes is in it. Gives a performance of the lifetime. I'd say he made the movie, but I don't think it was him that made the movie.
It was Wes Anderson made the movie.
In my opinion, I think Jeff Goldblum made the movie because any movie he's in is gold and does bloom.
He made it to the movie. He made it from the cutting room floor to the final stage.
If you like Wes Anderson, if you like if you want to think in a movie,
if you're a fan of hotel hijinks and great escapes,
that's the movie you want to see. Grand Budapest Hotel. I believe I gave it a 8 out of 10.
I give that one a full 10. It's a
movie. I might have given it a 10. I don't remember my rating. I'm filming on my phone.
Number 2 movie of the year.
Told you, he knows his stuff. Imitation Game. This movie is a movie about a spy who, from what I hear, he cracks codes. He's trying to crack the Enigma code, the Riddler, if you will. And it's played by my favorite actor, Doctor Strange. And you know he's in Doctor Strange, so any movie he touches is going to be gold.
Like Actor Strange. He's a strange actor.
He's an awesome actor.
It's a weird alien man.
And I don't know much more about that movie. I think he said, I saw in the Oscars last night, he said something about, to beat a machine, I have to be a machine. So he may be a robot in this movie. There is a scene also where,
spoiler alert, Alan Turing is gay.
That I didn't know, and I didn't know that until Oscar Eve. I did not know that it was a movie about that. But I think he has a machine in his head, and that's how he cracks the code to beat the Nazis and win World War II. The next movie, Imitation Game, I'm going to give that movie a 6 out of 10. Okay, Selma, maybe more later. Oh, Keira Knightley's in it, and that's one reason to see it. She was in Pirates of the Caribbean and King Arthur and Shadow Recruit, Jack Ryan. Okay, Selma, a movie about Martin Luther King. We've seen some of that before, haven't we? I don't know much more to say about that. Olawagi. David Ariola.
Oh my, David Omayola.
Oyolo David
I don't know
is
how to pronounce his name.
Look. He did a good job. All joking aside, he was a great actor. He cried in the Oscars when they played the song from the movie. I hope he cried during the movie.
Beautiful red tux.
Yes, he did. I hope that he cried every take during the movie when he was doing it, because that would have been great. Like, cut! You're crying, man. And he's like, this is such a beautiful movie. It's going to win the Oscar. Spoiler alert, it doesn't.
It did win Best Song.
It did win, yeah, well, and that's why. He cried every time. I have no intention to go see Selma. I guess I'd go see it if I had to, but you kind of know the ending already, right? Like, we weren't there, but you know what happened. It's kind of like American Sniper. The reverse of American Sniper. Someone sniped him.
Yikes! Those are two sniper films of 2014. Arguably, you decide which one's more dark. More
Very true. Okay, next movie, Birdman, or The Theory of Ignorance. Is that
the unexpected virtue of ignorance?
Close. I was skipping ahead to Theory of Everything. Okay, Birdman is a strange movie. It came in a red Blu-ray case. Why didn't it call it Red Ray?
Release, they already have the blue ones out on shelves.
What? What's the difference?
Just special limited run. Who knows?
Someone in this household got a limited red run, and who do you think it was?
Boy over here
is fan number 1. I got nothing against Michael Keaton. He played a decent Batman. He played an amazing Mr. Mom, and he was in something else. The other guys. So anything he's in turns to gold, if you didn't know. Spoilers, it's about him being a superhero. He's a bird. And I did see part of this movie.
It's not a bird.
It was playing on the TV, and from what I saw, there was a bird chasing him, but he wanted to jump off a building, and a guy was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "You don't understand me." And he goes back into this office, and there's a girl there, and he's like, "You don't understand me." And he just wants to be big. He says, "I'm going to be a star." And Edward Norton's in it, and Edward Norton says, "You can't be a star." I'm going to give this movie 7 out of 10.
I don't think any of those were actual lines from the movie.
No, it's not from the
9 out of 10. It's an excellent movie. The only reason I didn't give it a 10 is because there's a lot of social media quips. Dad, look how many people are following you on Twitter. I don't need to know about Twitter. I need to know about another type of bird. That's the Birdman as he flies around the city.
I did see the scene where the Birdman was flying. I kind of wish Michael Keaton was the Birdman. And I feel maybe he should have been. Maybe in the sequel. Birdman 2, The Theory of Excellence.
Theory of Excellence.
Okay. Next movie, Theory of Everything. I originally thought this was a very long movie about everything.
Movie if you think of Hawk, Stephen Hawking.
There you go.
The Hawk.
I did not realize until maybe weeks ago that it was a movie about Stephen Hawking. I don't know what I thought it was about, but Stephen Hawking's a great guy.
It could be about everything.
There's a scene where he says something like, "There's an equation to solve everything."
That's spot on.
And the guy's like, "You're talking." And there's another scene with the wife, and she's like, "I'm going to love him through everything." And that's a powerful message to all of you. Stick with your spouse, even if they have ALS and are still alive battling ALS.
Eddie Redmayne is the real winner of the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge for that performance.
Eddie Redmayne, he won Best Actor.
He did. Spoiler alert, he won last
That's my
night.
impression of the Hawkman himself. Theory of Everything, I'm giving that 7 out of 10. Haven't seen it, but I feel like I'm not gonna. I know a little bit about Stephen Hawking, just a little. Okay, Boyhood, which I originally called 12 Years a Boy. Because
It took 12 years to make.
It took 12 years to make. Ethan Hawking's in it. Whoa. This sounds like these Oscar
the year
picks.
Of the birds.
this
year was for the birds.
This year was for the birds, though, because Birdman won Best Picture. Spoiler, sorry. He did, and undeserving.
America's known for its eagles.
I didn't know. I had bigger opinions, but Guardians of the Galaxy should have won both of their things. Boyhood. Okay, so it's a theory about a boy, and it's 12 years in the life. What do you want to know? This movie is only in this because the Academy said they made for how long? How many years? 7 years? 12 years, put him in.
There are better movies that did not take 12 years. If you can do a good movie in 12 months, just save your time.
Look, The Avengers was made in way less than 12 months, and look where that got. Top of the charts.
Top of the box office.
$1.3 billion. And how much did Boyhood get? It got 12 years that boy's not going to get back with his life. Hey, where have you been? Hey, Jeff, where you been for the last 12 years? I've been making a movie. Oh, really? Did it win Best Picture? It almost did. Well,
it did win Golden Globes.
Almost is only in Birdman's and Hand Grenades. I'm gonna 7 out of 10. You saw that one?
I did see it.
You saw Boyhood?
I saw Boyhood.
Was it good?
It was a good movie. It was a great.
You heard it from his mouth. Don't give too much away. Okay. Spoilers. Okay. The final one was Whiplash, which stars the farmer's insurance man, who I do not approve of. He is an enemy. Nationwide's where you want to be. It's about a teacher who hates his students, and especially the drumming student. he does something to piss off the teacher. I'm pretty sure from what I saw in the preview, everyone was playing in the symphony, and he was sitting there just still doing this like thing with his drums, and he just goes off. I'm sure he's got problems at home that he was bringing to work. But I mean, he lays out on this guy, and he says something like, the guy, he's kind of got this face. It doesn't look like an American face. It's kind of like a Russian face. And the guy calls him out on me. He's like, "Are you Russian?" And he's like, "No, like I don't know." And he starts slapping him in the face. And he's like, "Are you Russian? Are you Russian? Are you?" And it says, "Are you?" And he calls him a dragon. And he's like, "Are you like like smoking weed in my classroom. And he's like, no, no. And so he just keeps slapping him in the face. I don't even think the movie's about drumming. I think it's about this struggle between the teaching staff and the students and how to like appropriately handle yourself in high school to prepare yourself for college. You've seen the movie. Let's see what he has to say. Also, I'm going to give this movie an 8 out of 10 because J.K. Simmons is J. Jonah Jameson. And come on, who doesn't want it? He should have been slapping him with a newspaper. Daily Bugle, more like the Daily Drummer.
This is a hot movie. I give it a 9 out of 10. All I want to say is everything Alex said is wrong about the movie. Watch it for yourself. Enjoy it.
Why don't you tell us what it's about?
It's about a teacher who wants...
Told you. Yeah. We got it. It's a teacher and a student. You don't need to even watch the movie.
We're close. We're on the dartboard.
We're on the bird board. So, those are all of the Oscar picks. I want to give a quick shout out to a couple of my Oscar picks from last year. Guardians of the Galaxy, X-Men Days of Future Past, Godzilla. No, God, no. What was the other one that I saw that I really... Oh, Captain America. He does not like Captain America at all, but I think that movie was Oscar worthy. And look, I just want to say that there was a lot of movies nominated. If I would have been up there giving a speech, you know what? It would have been a good speech, and it would have talked about the greatness of cinema. We have 8 people here, and only one of them could be a winner. It's too bad that it wasn't the ones I wanted. So tune in next year when I make another video about next year's picks. And go see Kingsman Secret Service out in theaters right now. There's another movie out right now that I think... Oh, right, 50 Shades of Grey. I'm going to give a quick little review of that movie. Don't go see it. That movie is not good. It's trash. It was written by a lady who wanted to write Twilight fan fiction, and boy, did she ever. Except I don't think Edward would ever do any of those things to Bella because he truly loves her and appreciates her as a woman and as spouse.
This month, I will be 50 Shades of not watching that movie.
Yeah, that movie's 50 Shades of David Spade. I would watch that movie.
That would be 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, and it would just be a movie of David Spade, the filter, just the filter, 50 different hats, and each time the filter on the camera changes to a different shade. Or, you know what I would rather do? I would rather buy 50 gray shades from Home Depot and have J.K. Simmons beat them over my face with them. That would be better. Thank you for tuning in to Spoilers. Hopefully you made it this far. I now notice that it's 17 minutes long. Steve, anything you'd like to leave everyone with?
Spoiler alert, this is one of the great episodes of the Spoilers.
And that's strictly because of this angel here. So if everyone could say some prayers, she's doing just fine. She's gonna be okay.